This video is going to be a continuation of my video the other day on R. Kelly. It's not only about R. Kelly, but what's kind of been bothering me with the R. Kelly situation is a pattern I've seen with other black male celebrities whenever they get in trouble, or more to the specifically black male celebrities with a pattern of trouble. And that is this innate sense we have to defend them. So some of us, to defend them, to think that this is some grand conspiracy of white supremacy to bring them down. And the thing is, it's specious. It's actually a specious argument because that happens. We know it does. We know that there have been plenty of black men of high stature within the black community who've been brought down. We know there's been many attempts to bring down other black men. I mean, there was a constant attempt to bring down, let's say, Martin Luther King, and there still is to some degree. It happens. We know it happens. I know it happens. I'm well aware of this. But there's sometimes when this is not the case. And what I've seen lately with people like, especially when it comes to celebrity types, like Chris Brown, Bill Cosby, it's still going on with O.J. Simpson. Something that started 20 years ago. And now you see with R. Kelly, where when they are involved in some shady, insidious, criminal, disgusting behavior, there is a segment of the black community in particular that goes, "Oh no, that didn't happen. I don't believe these people. That's just, they're lying. They're being paid to bring down a good black man, or bring down a black man that black people can look up to." Again, this happens. It's not the case in these situations. You know, take R. Kelly. We've known something was wrong with R. Kelly for a long time. We've known since he married Aaliyah. Honestly, we probably really knew a little before then. There's always been something weird about the dude. Dude's always seemed off. And then the whole Aaliyah thing. Then you bring in the P tape. His denials. What he said to Torre about when he asked, do you like teenage girls? And his exact response was, when you say teenage girls, what do you mean? Who says that? Who responds? What person, what man who is not messed with teenage girls or doesn't have a thing for teenage girls would respond in that manner? Yeah, I can tell you what type. None. So, and we did the same thing with Bill Cosby. I mean, I understood it at first, right? You want to push back. No one wanted to believe the cause was involved in this. But when the evidence became pretty insurmountable, and then, well, these women are lying, but none of them were getting paid to go do interviews. Most of them weren't even talking in public. They didn't want to. Right? And then when they came out about the deposition back from, I think it was 2005, 2006, where Cosby admitted he did it. But of course he admitted he did it because he knew the statute of limitations ran out and there was nothing they could do about it. It was a civil case. And then you find out about these payouts, and he made them, R. Kelly made them. And look, I know sometimes these payouts are just done to squash shit. I get that. But when they start become not just one or two, but 3, 4, 5, you start to realize that they're paying these women off to squash it, but they're paying them off to squash it because they know if these women go public, they're in trouble. So And yet we always defend him. We do it. We did it. We do it with Chris Brown. You know, he has a problem. I mean, and look, man, he needs help. I understand this, but he has a problem with domestic abuse. And then we just, but we kind, but we, but the people who defend these guys always show their hand because with Chris Brown, well, yeah. I mean, he did it, but I mean, look how he can sing and dance. They were a what? Same thing about R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly made, you know, his music is fire, man. He essentially raped 13 and 14-year-old girls. Does it really matter how fire his music is? I agree, his music's the shit. I was an R. Kelly fan. I liked his music. But look, man, just because he made great music doesn't exonerate him or exempt him from being a pig, from being a pedophile. Yeah, but we did this back in the day with OJ, right? OJ Simpson had nothing to do with the black community. OJ Simpson just basically kept the black community at arm's length. And I mean, you could even maybe really say that he basically disowned it, right? And then, of course, he gets in trouble for killing Nicole Brown Simpson, who was white, and Ron Goldman, who was white. And even then, you know, people, even you know, before it became a race thing, and it did, white people pushed back on it because it was OJ. Yeah, you know. And at first, black people were like, yeah, well, look what happened. But as it went on, and then you inject Mark Furman into it, and kind of looked like the LAPD was maybe trying to set him up. And then, of course, you know, with Furman, and Furman being an avowed racist, it became a racial thing, right? And it came like Chris Rock said, black people too happy, white people too sad when he got acquitted. But all of a sudden, black people trying to hold OJ up as some kind of black hero. But not because they really think he's a hero, but because they think he was some victim of white supremacy and stick it to the white man, and they want him to get away. And especially when he got away with it, it was like, look. And, you know, we do the same shit with R. Kelly. I mean, you know, it's a little different with R. Kelly and Chris Brown because they are held up. And they haven't, like, distanced themselves from the black community. But the fact of the matter is, we act like we're thirsty for positive black male role models. That's not true. We have plenty. Maybe the ones we have aren't as cool or whatever as people want them to be, but we have them. And I don't know what drives this. I don't know if it's just the thirst alone, or is it toxic masculinity, which definitely is pervasive in the black community. Among black men, whether you want to, people want to talk about it or admit it or not. But what it comes down to, whether it's OJ, R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Bill Cosby, these dudes aren't worth the defense. They're not. They're just not worth it. They're predators. Especially in the case of Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. What they did is predatory. And I don't want to hear, well, so-and-so did it, and they're getting away with it. I understand. First of all, we don't know, like, Harvey Weinstein. We don't know if Harvey Weinstein's getting away with it. And honestly, we don't even know Donald Trump, who's the other favorite target, is going to get away with it. I'm not defending Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we all, you know, if you know me, you know what I think of Donald Trump. He's an ass clown. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. He's a piece of shit. He admitted to being a predator. He literally bragged about it. And maybe he'll get away with it. But that doesn't mean that because he got away with it, we should, like, actively try to hope that someone like R. Kelly got away with it, or be mad because Bill Cosby didn't. I mean, so, you know, look, we gotta do better. You know, we gotta do better than R. Kelly. There's no way you could have watched Surviving R. Kelly and think that that dude is even close to innocent. There's no way. So, man, that's just my 2 cents. Agree, disagree. This is all good. Leave your comments below. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Visit me at Patreon at patreon.com/Rob Beasley, or visit me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all under Rob Base 2110. And remember, ignorance is a choice. So be informed, be aware. Knowledge is essential. Facts do matter. Until next time, see ya.